Hey man, hey you. You wanna listen to some people talk about video games? You do? That's good, man. That's real good. You just found yourself a right YouTube channel.
Get the fuck out of the way. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Double Two Whammy.
And your boy Kolosalus. And I hope you enjoyed that intro because it took us a long time to do. But if you can tell us what YouTube channel we actually tried to improvise here, then tell us in the comments below, and we would well I would be um how would you say it, from this community would actually know who from this community would actually know who we're trying to do. But today we have some stuff to talk about. I know we haven't been recording for like 2 weeks or something. That was a miscommunication on my part with Double Tuami here, but we're back and black, and let's do this. So first off, there was a leak in the multiplayer, multiplayer details about Black Ops 2. Like nobody knows what's it gonna be, and like totally new game and new engine, and Activision just says fuck you, fuck all you. And so first of all, we're gonna start off with do you actually have the page in front of you?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Okay. So let me just talk about game modes, and then you will take away point streaks, and then I will take, like, we will take one each. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
So let me start with game modes. So there's one new game mode, which is called Escort, and it is similar to Search and Destroy, but there's one player which you have to escort to a certain area on the map. Well, there are 3 areas, and I think that it will be, you're gonna have to get him to A, and then wait a few seconds, and then you have to get him to B, and wait a few seconds, and then get him to C, which is quite hard, if you know what I mean. But if you're a good player, I think it would be, you're good to go, and you have to get him there, obviously without him being killed. And the match will have rounds, and it will only consist of one life. Well, like one round will consist of one life only. So
yeah,
then,
and if
yeah.
any of you have played Halo 3, it's similar to the game mode VIP. So that's where they got it from, I think.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about in Halo. I only play a few hours of Halo with you, but anyway. So then they said stuff about drop zone and kill confirmed being, coming back to Black Ops 2, but they said that Team Defender and Infected will not return. So that's one thing that's going to be missing from the game. If you're coming from a Modern Warfare 3. So take away the point streaks then.
Okay, so according to this leak, it's going to follow the Modern Warfare 3's point system. So there's also going to be a large emphasis on objectives. So with previous Call of Duties, with Modern Warfare 3, you only got a point for planting and also a point for capping the flag, things like that. Well, this time they're going to mix the points up a bit. So a bomb plant's going to be worth 2 points now, and a neutral flag is going to only be worth 1. But an enemy flag that's like already been captured, and you go and capture it, that's going to be worth 2 points. So it's going to put you, it's going to influence you to go out and actually go into the enemy spawn and capture new flags. Also, they're putting in flag assists at this time, so
From Battlefield.
From Battlefield, yeah. So basically, if you hop on the flag like halfway through someone else capturing it, you're only going to get 1 point for the point streak. And this is good, so people don't just hoard the points for going on at the last minute.
Yeah.
Also, Specialist point streak has been modified slightly. What this means is 2 kills now will get you 1 perk, fourth kill you get gives you 2 more perks. The 6th kill gives you 3 more perks, and the 8th kill gives you 4 more perks. Now, what this means is you're not going to get every single perk in the game anymore. And I don't know, there's nothing in the rumor about proficiencies yet, so we won't go into that. But yeah, you're not going to be able to get every single perk this time. And also, perks only become pro when you have them pro. So instead of just when you get your point streaks, you know, they won't automatically become pro. They're just going to be whatever you've basically unlocked at your level. Some other sort of miscellaneous things. RCXD will not return.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm sure some of us are pretty happy about. Also, something that's quite interesting, something called Heat Vision. Now, this is a new point streak reward, and basically, what it is, it's like an attachment you can put on your gun, and you can like look through walls, and people will show up through walls, or some walls and some materials.
Okay.
And you can only attach it to your primary weapon, and that's not including shotguns.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm a big shotgun guy, so that's going to be missing from me.
Yeah, I mean, the whole point of shotguns, in my opinion, is just to like clear out buildings and stuff. So that would have been pretty helpful for shotguns. But
Well, if you look at, for example, Modern Warfare 3, there are not a lot of basically buildings that are really like close quarters, if you know what I mean. There are a few, but in most of them you'll get outgunned by SMG.
yeah, I mean, like some of them are like just massive warehouses, basically. You know, there's no tight, like you
Yeah.
said, there's no tight engagements,
Yeah,
basically.
no tight corners or corridors. There's just like pretty much rooms which are basically mostly they're quite wide open, and so I think they should make shotguns a little bit more powerful than they were in Black Ops,
Oh,
especially
definitely.
especially. I think Spaz was okay. It wasn't really
Yeah,
bad.
it's
It was probably the best shotgun in the game. HS10s were the best.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they should make something to HS10s if they're even gonna bring them back. And Taseka was okay. It definitely got a lot of hit markers, but it
I think it was the one with the best range out of them all, like for one-shot kill range. And the Olympia was just a bit like shit.
Well, if you look at somebody like Kolosalus, who basically does well with any gun you put him with, so
Yeah, it's impressive.
I don't know. Let's talk about the next thing, which is item packages. Item packages. So it requires 5 points. So either 5 kills or I don't know 2 bombs and 1 kill and whatever you want to do with your game. And it will fall along the side of care packages and airdrop traps. It will be the same as care packages and airdrop traps, as I just said. It will feature a list of package items only including like additional ammo, minigun, grenade launcher, and rocket launchers, and body armor, which is quite interesting. Like we will get something like a ballistic vest in Black Ops 2. Let's hope it's not going to be as bad as Juggernaut in COD 4 and COD 5, but if it's going to be the same as ballistic vest, which is giving you I think extra 5. I think it's giving you extra 30 health. I think it is.
Something like that. Yeah, I think it's 25 actually.
Yeah. So a quarter of your life, it gives you additional quarter, and so as you see here, the ammo will not. Oh, it will. Wait. Well, I think it won't be ammo. Ammo won't be in care packages anymore. It will be like in item packages.
So does that like imply that care packages will only have like proper kill streaks, like the attack helicopter and stuff?
Well, they will. They're like I think item packages will be something strictly different from care packages,
Right.
and
Two separate things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because so many times when you were calling down a care package, it was like an ammo or something you didn't really want. So I think that they're trying to get rid of that and basically split those two. So if you're a player who wants to have ammo all the time, you basically just go with the item package and you're gonna be good. Well, unless you're gonna get like a body armor. I think what they should do, you should be able to choose that kill streak and also choose what's gonna be in the kill streak. So
Yeah, that'd be a good touch actually.
yeah. So for example, you can have a body armor, but you cannot have, like
Well,
grenade launcher and stuff.
do you not think it'd be a bit? Everyone's going to go for the minigun, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fuck
We'll see.
fuck minigun. Just trash it. Get rid of the minigun, or make the minigun not an option. So it's basically like you get it once in like, I don't know, 10 tries or something like that.
Mm.
Anyway, so next thing is prestigious. Prestigious.
So there's going to be 15 prestiges, and there are also going to be 50 ranks to each prestige. However, every 2 prestiges, there's going to be a 5 rank increase. Now, what this means is your final prestige is going to have 90 levels to plow through.
That's
So
ridiculous.
I don't know if those levels are going to have progressively more XP to level up. I assume they are. I don't really see the point of that. I mean, I don't see why they couldn't just add more prestiges in instead, but I don't know. To be honest, I've never actually ranked up to full prestige in any of the Call of Duties. I think my highest is Modern Warfare 2 at like 7th prestige or something, but
Wow.
yeah, we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah, I think my highest ever was probably Black Ops Prestige. I think it was Prestige 5, something like that.
Yeah.
So then we have Elite 2.0. Oh yeah, like anybody would actually. It's funny because you're gonna every single person who bought the special edition of Modern Warfare 3, they're gonna have to pay $60 for the new year of Elite. Which is kind of funny, but so Elite is being fully incorporated into Black Ops 2. So everything you do, of course, will be there on your Elite, and every single guy will be able to stalk you and say how much you suck. So then combat record is not like, the name is pretty much modified to it's called Elite Stats. So that's, I guess it's one new thing. There will be a specific lobby for clan matches. New way of leveling clans. I actually did not get into that because I didn't have a special edition of Modern Warfare 3 and I didn't buy the Elite shit. And then we also have clan tournaments can now be implemented. So you'll be able to start a clan tournament match right from your quick what's it called, right from your Xbox, right in front of you. So yeah.
Right. Going on to things that have been removed. We've got no more Moab, no more Nuke, no more Last Stand. Yeah.
Do you
No more
believe
death
that?
streaks. Well, hopefully they're not going to pull a Robert Bowling and just put Final Stand in instead. But but actually, no. The next thing confirms that no death streaks. So Black Ops didn't have death streaks, but still, it's good to confirm that.
Yeah. And there's also be no flamethrower. Oh, are we having a? I think we're having a difficulty with record. Sorry about that, guys. We had some technical problems, but we're gonna just keep going from where we left off, which is no death streaks.
Yeah, so there's going to be no death streaks in the game, which is brilliant. And also there's going to be no flamethrower attachment. It never really bothered me in Black Ops. It did bother me in World at War, though. It was a bloody pain because you could just spray it and it was unlimited use. But meh, I don't really mind about that removal. But everything else is pretty good, actually. I'm glad about the death streaks and Last Stand not coming back.
Yeah. Next one is map design. Map design and size will follow from Black Ops now Modern Warfare 3. So what that means, there will be no more, no more maps where you will be put straight into a gunfight. So you will actually have some time. Like I was one of the people who actually bitched about, size of the maps in Black Ops. I thought they were too big, but I think that the thing that make my day really bad in Black Ops was was Ghost. It slowed the game down really bad. It wasn't actually the maps, which I thought it was, but now I actually know it's the perk that's bad, not the map. So I guess I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, maps like Array, um, they were pretty big, but not all of the map. You have to remember, not all of the maps actually used. I mean, there's some, there's quite a lot of area actually that isn't actually used. Like in Subbase in Modern Warfare 2, there was like a whole section at the back of the map which no one used at all unless they were boosting.
Yeah.
So you have to remember that there's like hotspots and stuff on the map where there's more sort of action.
Yeah.
But you're right, it was Ghost that slowed Black Ops down, and the hit detection as well.
Yeah. So next thing.
Next thing is sniper rifles. We've got some bits. We've got improved sniper rifle usage. I think this basically means they're going to be similar to the old Call of Duties and Modern Warfare. Well, maybe not as bad as Modern Warfare 2.
And 3.
Yeah. Hopefully not as good, but anyway. There's going to be no aim assist for any sniper rifle, which is good for as red gun users, but for you quickscopers, I'm sorry, you're going to have to start practicing more.
Fuck you, quickscopers.
There's also going to be
all you.
There's also going to be less sway, which I don't really see the need for, but we'll see how that pans out.
So many times I rage because of your fucking 360 lucky no scopes, bros. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, next thing is customization. So, as if you remember in Black Ops, on your perk 1 would determine your appearance, and now it no longer just perk 1 chooses the player's appearance. So the appearance is a combination of all perks plus a type of your point streak being used. Wait. Does that? Wait, I think that implies that there's only one point streak you will be able to use.
What do you mean? You mean?
Look, because it says appearance is a combination of all perks and type of point streak being used.
Maybe they mean specialists, assault, or
yeah.
Inspect.
It might be that.
But I think there's going to be a hell of a lot of combinations for that because there's 3. Well, I'm assuming there's going to be 3 tiers coming back of perks.
Yeah.
And there's maybe 3 point streaks coming back. So there's going to be quite a lot of combinations there. And in those 3 tiers of perks, there's obviously going to be 5 different perks. So there's quite a lot of combinations that I don't know how they're going to implement that. Because they're going to create a lot of character models just for this combination thing.
Yeah, I know, and you won't be able just to determine if the guy is wearing just is wearing Ghost now. Like in Black Ops, it was if he was wearing a ghillie suit, you were basically fuck another Ghost. But now you'll be pretty much confused like what people are using and stuff.
Yeah, I quite liked it in Black Ops, especially with Flak Jacket and Ghost, because if it was Flak Jacket guy there, you put your grenade launcher away, or you didn't bother putting your frag grenade out onto the domination flag. You just it was pretty helpful actually, to be honest.
You just run out and hope for the best.
Yeah.
So next thing is hardcore.
Hardcore.
So
I didn't actually play hardcore that much, but anyway, let's carry on. Large emphasis on hardcore than ever before. So, it's not the most popular game type at the moment, so they're probably trying to bring it back into the community. Number 1 on the list, we've got no grenade launchers. So,
yeah.
Like I said, I wasn't a big hardcore player myself, but I can imagine that noob tubes would be pretty bad, especially if the damage is increased.
Especially in Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, hell yeah. Also on the subject of explosives, only vehicle-guided rockets are permitted in hardcore. I can see the logic behind that as well. Respawn timings decrease for most modes. Yeah, one thing I didn't like about the hardcore was the respawn time, especially in hardcore. I think you got hardcore capture the flag in one of the Call of Duties, and
Yeah.
capture the flag's already got a 10-second respawn time, and then you had the hardcore on top of that, and it was just like a minute to respawn. It was terrible.
Yeah.
A funny thing here, also, one bullet in the foot will no longer kill a person. A head or
Yeah.
a chest shot is usually required.
They mean for sniper rifles.
Oh,
Like
right, I see.
you see a lot of people in, because I recently started playing a bit more hardcore. I still don't play as much Modern Warfare like Call of Duty as I used to, but I start to play more hardcore now, and they you see most of the people just go into hardcore just to either noob tube or snipe efficiently because they don't get hit markers obviously. But as you're saying, that's gonna change now.
The last thing is a person will now bleed out if severely injured. It's quite interesting, actually. I don't know, because to be honest, it's only 2 or maximum 3 bullets around about that in hardcore, so I'm not even sure how bleed out is going to affect the game. I mean, because the health's so low anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's quite interesting, actually.
Yeah. So next we have another big word, perk system 2.0.
Oh.
Some more change for you. So the perk pro system has been upgraded. No shit. There are now 2 options for each perk to advance to. So what that means, you will have, for example, let's say, for example, speed, which in this game is supposed to reduce the time taken to aim down sight. It's not quick draw or sleight of hand anymore. It's just speed. So that's the normal version, and then you have Pro 1, which is swaps weapons faster, and Pro 2, which throws equipment faster. So both Pro versions require different challenges to unlock, and once the desired Pro version is unlocked, the player can select that as their perk Pro for that single prestige. You cannot go back from that. So you have to you have to make your decisions wisely, unless you'll be like prestiging like crazy. Yeah, it's good that they're trying to implement stuff, but for me it's not enough. As I said before, Call of Duty has been on a row of really bad games, like really like not really bad games, but just same games, just like a soup that's been cooked like a lot of times. So
Yeah, even from this list, you can tell there's not much innovation. It's just
yeah.
sort of very slight changes, hoping to please the community somewhat for the next year.
Yeah.
But-
So they basically say that once selected a pro version, the only way to choose the other options is by entering prestige mode.
Yeah, I quite like that because, for example, Ghosts and Black Ops. Assassin Modern Warfare 3 is a better example actually, because the base perk was invisible to UAV. I think also heartbeat
counter UAV.
sensors and counter UAV.
Yeah.
And then you got Pro, which was invisible to portable radar, counter UAV, EMP, and you've got like 5 different things in the same perk.
Yeah.
So it's good that they're sort of splitting that up into 2 different Pro perks now.
Yeah.
And making people choose. Going on to the final week is to do with combat training. So it will be returning, but with vast improvements. And these vast improvements are: difficulty is no longer based on how long the bots take to start shooting. So I think we all remember in Black Ops, veteran bots just with a sniper, you just went behind them and they went 360 on you. And yeah, that was pretty unrealistic because, it's meant to train you for the public matches a little bit.
Yeah.
So now they've sort of made them similar to the behaviour seen in Spec Ops Survival and Modern Warfare 3, which it's not imitating the players online that well. It's more of a campaign sort of imitation, but it's better than what Backups has, if anything. Um, I did enjoy combat training a little bit. I mean, I like just going around owning these like level recruit noobs, and yeah, but I don't know how the AI system's going to work. If it's going to be better or worse.
Yeah. So that's basically the leak for you guys. The one thing I want to mention is that at about the same time last year, there was a similar leak of details for Modern Warfare 3. So there's another pattern from Activision that I think they want to just hype us up for trailers or for the maybe final release, which is in probably 9th of November. But as every year, Activision is like, no, we still didn't say what the game's gonna be called and what are the details, and like, what the fuck, really? Like, you release a game every single year and you don't want to tell us, like, pretty much straight after the release of the first one. But anyway, I think I think it will they think it will take away from from the Modern Warfare 3 DLCs that's supposed to come out, but I don't really think so. Like, people who will buy those DLCs will still buy them, regardless of what's new in the Call of Duty world.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be really persistent with the DLCs. I used to like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops. I used to buy them religiously, but now I just basically don't have the money for all this stuff that they pump out every year.
Yeah.
But it is making money, and it is a business at the end of the day. But seriously, just put your prices down a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like for one pack you get. Well, I think right now it's a better deal than it was Modern Warfare 2, because you get four maps and 2 new Spec Ops maps for 1200 Microsoft points. But still, it's just 4 maps. Like, for example, I think Homefront, you only paid for 4 new maps, where the game shipped with only 6 maps. So you get almost double that you get for 800 Microsoft points. So so yeah, let's just move on. Let's not rant about. Let's not go on to a rant about Call of Duty. Let's move on to the next topic, which is an employee of Rockstar who was basically applying for a job with another company. In his CV, he, like, in the section where he was supposed to put the titles that he was working on. So he worked on quite a lot of titles, but the most interesting one is Grand Theft Auto 5, and he actually said the shipping dates of all the games he worked at, and all of them are right. So he worked on the latest one, like the oldest one he looked at was in 2005. He worked at Big Mutha Truckers 2. And the newest one is he worked out was for Rockstar North, Grand Theft Auto 5, which here it says that it's supposed to be shipped in October 2012. Now it's really interesting because they have two other really big releases this year, which is Max Payne 3, which is coming out next month, or is it this month?
I think it's next month.
Yes, next month. Max Payne 3, really big game, really big focus on multiplayer, and bringing back the good old single player atmosphere that was in Max Payne series, which I loved. And from Take-Two Games, there is BioShock Infinite coming out. So I don't know how much truth is in that they're gonna release 3 really huge titles for their company in just 1 year, but who knows? Maybe we'll actually play in a good old San Andreas this year. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think we all knew that GTA 5 was coming out soon, or it was at least getting worked on. But the other games as well, like Bioshock. I don't know how long we've been without a Bioshock for. I think it's at least 2 years or so. Um, but yeah, I enjoyed the first Bioshock, and I'm looking forward to that as well.
Yeah. I've never really played really that many Bioshocks. I just play. I think I just played a little bit of first, just to try out. I didn't really like it, and then a little bit of second. I think I liked it, but there was a lot of like other games coming out. Anywho, so next thing we have is a game that we'll never get to play, which I was a little bit excited about because I didn't know how would they actually implement certain stuff in this game, which is Gears of War Exile. It has been cancelled, has been put into its really little grave. Um, they basically said that they want to focus on their main on their main project right now. They don't want to split their studios, and they didn't think that it was a good enough title for the for their customers, which is kind of weird. And like these days you see if you see developing teams pretty much releasing shit. They release anything they have just to get money. But yeah, so if you don't know what Gears of War Exile would be, it was basically following the same story as, well, not not the same storyline, but it was following the same characters from Gears of War, but it was supposed to be main focus was Connect Center for Microsoft. So I don't get. We won't get any any gameplay or anything. It's pretty much cancelled. It's dead now. So that's one really sad thing, because I was excited about this game. That was the only game I was excited about for Connect.
Have you actually got Connect?
Well, not myself. I just played on some of my friends once.
All right. I just think it's a bit gimmicky, to be honest, but especially for first-person shooters, I don't know. I prefer the control joystick, but just me. Yeah, what was quite amazed at is how they just ditched the game, like, I don't know, 3/4 of the way into development.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
it seems such a waste.
It was supposed to be releasing this summer.
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, the amount of money and time that's already been gone into that game, and then it's just, poof, gone.
Yeah, exactly. Next thing is that it's the same company, Epic Games, is now saying that they're making whole new series, whole new title just for PC. So they made their part for Xbox, Gears of War series and stuff like that. But now they're making a new whole series and a new title for PC, which is quite interesting. And there's not much information. There's just this. They said that it's going to be a beautiful graphics, and it's going to be really focused on getting the multiplayer right. No, unlike other games. I'm not saying what games, so don't laugh. I think everybody knows, but yeah. So there's not really much information. It's just that they're pretty much making a new game, which is a first-person shooter, which with the focus on beautiful graphics and multiplayer. So.
Yeah, talking about beautiful graphics. There's a rumor that the next Xbox is going to have a 16-core CPU. Now, AMD, I think was the first one to launch the first 16-core processor last year. And
last year?
Yep, last year. And well, I don't know if it was released to the public, but at least they've developed it. There's not much information here, but yeah, I don't even know how much that's going to cost. We all know about new releases in the gaming market and the sort of computer side of the market. It's booms in price for the first couple of years, and then it sort of decreases. So
yeah,
that is going to put the 720 right up. Maybe even the 200s, 250 mark, maybe. Who knows? I just think they could probably do better with the hardware they've already got, rather than putting this 16 core out for a home console.
I don't know. I mean, it already, most of the games are pretty much scaled down for just for Xbox 360 and PS3. It's not just Xbox that's scaling down games. And I'm not really picking on any of the consoles. I just think that they're equal.
Starting a console war.
Both of them have positives and negatives, but they're pretty much both equal as a, you know, they're equal as a
As a generation.
yeah as a entertainment source, if you that's what you call it. But yeah, I mean, they definitely need to improve their hardware, but maybe not go as far as 16 core stuff and some other weird shit. Like I'm really hard into hardware and PCs. Like I can pretty much tell you anything about any piece of hardware there is. Well, not any piece of hardware because there's a lot of hardware on the market right now, but all the newer ones. So yeah, I think they should go. They should definitely get some new hardware, but do not go too far so we get overheating like we did. And at launch of Xbox 360, they pretty much launched it with
Weathering a death installed.
with basically knowledge about that it can overheat really quickly. So yeah, talking about Xbox, has been new controllers for Xbox 360 announced to release this May, and it's going to be Chrome controllers. What's that? It's basically a controllers which like most of the controllers that we had before were matte color. They were just like black and what was it? Black, white, red, and
I think that was it, to be honest.
yeah, I think that was
pretty
it.
dull anyway.
Yeah. Now we're gonna get them. We're gonna get them in black, white, red, and blue. So we're just getting an addition um, of one new color, but it's gonna be chrome, which means that it's gonna have
Shiny.
it's gonna be shiny like sheet, and it's gonna have a new thumbstick, which is quite interesting. It's not that a thumbstick that you can that's really like it's not shaped inwards. It's more of a just a what's it
Yeah,
called?
sort of level.
Yeah, just like a straight line. It's not bending like it's not bent in anymore. It's just as a straight surface, and it has like a little thumb, like things that are gonna hold your thumb around it, which is kind of cool. It looks really dope freshness, I gotta tell you. Um, and that's gonna be launching in May, and it's gonna cost $55, which is about £40 for all of us UK mofos.
What I just hope it isn't going to do is put fingerprints all over the controller.
Yeah,
That'd ruin it for me.
that's the one bad thing that Chrome Chrome things that have on them. They pretty much are fingerprints. Fingerprints are attracted to them. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the new trailer for The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings. It's basically it's really awesome because it's of course I'm a fanboy of this series. I'm not gonna lie about that. But what it is basically CD Projekt Red is not how would you call it? It's not really into gaming industry that much. Right now they're pretty much a new developing team. And they're not really used to the ways that gaming industry works, which means they do not try to earn as much money as they want as they do. They spend as much money as they can on developing a new game. They pretty much as old developing teams were, which is basically try to make their customers happy and just let the money flow in, do not force the money in. So they made it a new trailer / movie, which is about 6 minutes long. It runs on the Red engine, which is the engine that The Witcher is put onto, and it looks really dope. I'm gonna put annotation on the screen and link in the description. So if you want to see it, you can see it. And then if you still haven't bought the game yet, pre-order the game, then I think you should actually get it, because it's one of the best games ever made. Um, you know, nobody actually still played it. Well, there are people who played it on Xbox, but they're not allowed to talk about it. So we'll see how it goes when the first reviews will launch. And then another thing that's interesting, that what they said fuck you to all of the major media. I'm talking about, CD Projekt said fuck you to all the major media, like IGN, G4 TV, GameSpot, and all those other things. And they're gonna pretty much ship 1,000 copies to people who apply to them. I was one of them, who applied to them to review the game. So they're not gonna put, they're not gonna put the game in the hands of maybe corrupted people who are basically reviewing, I don't know, 150 games a year. They're gonna they're gonna send those games to us, to gamers, to give a normal and an honest review.
That is a good idea, I have to admit. So you applied like online to do it, did you?
Yes, I did. I applied through.
That's awesome.
Through their website. I think it's closed now. They're gonna be announcing. Well, not the. I don't want to say the winners, but the official review list. They're gonna be announcing them from today until the end of the week.
Yeah, I mean, you look at some of these reviewers and commentators on IGN and GameSpot, and they have no idea what they're talking about sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, they just are blabbing on about shit that no one, like gamers, don't care about, and pointing out the stupidest errors in the plot and things like that, and no one cares. It's a game, These guys, well, most of them aren't gamers, they're just there just as a job.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good that The Witcher is actually reviewed by, honest, proper people.
Yeah, I mean, the main gaming media will still probably get the early copy, but there won't be like a main source of review for the game. The one thing I was laughing about is what approach does IGN have on Black Ops 2, because they have each year they have those basically one topic on forums, basically saying what do you expect from Black Ops 2, and you have all of those editors from all of those different reviewers, editors, and whatever you want to call them from IGN saying what they want, and most of them were like little 12-year-old kids, like they want some awesome new implementations to the game, like maybe like what you had in, what's it called,
Danger Close,
in Uncharted 3, like maybe something in the map that happens to the map and it takes away your vision. You have to be that, and then you can actually see. Like what who wants to do that? Like we just want to play the games, like just straight beast at the game, not have to wait for some gimmicks. Like they implemented some in Black Ops, like the opening and closing of the the doors and radiation. I think it was the map.
Yeah, and the rocket and launch. That's good.
Oh my god!
It was annoying. Grounds like rumbling halfway through the match, and your aim goes like off to the top of the screen.
I know.
It was
the same with the sound. Like when you had your your tryhards headset on, and you were playing on on launch. Was it launch? I think it was launch.
Yeah.
And
your headset up to the max.
Yeah, you're basically, your volume goes crazy, and like, what the hell is going on? And you're like, oh yeah, it's the rocket starting. So you're pretty much fucked for those 20 seconds that the rocket's pretty much flying in the air. That's why launch wasn't an MLG or Game Battles map, because of that rocket.
Yeah, that's the whole reason. Adding all these new gimmicks and fucking portable radars, you've got your noob tubes, you've got your heartbeat sensors. We don't want any of that shit, because
Yeah.
that's just what encourages little kids to come and play and ruin the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, exactly. Um, Another thing I wanted to talk about Black Ops 2 was that they should go back to roots. Like, I didn't play much of World at War. I remember playing it at first week of the launch on my PC. Because back then I was really big into PC gaming. It was when I just recently bought my Xbox when the World at War came out. So I wasn't really that big into console gaming. I was just more of a guy that bought 1 or 2 games per year and just play them with friends and stuff. But they should go back to Call of Duty 4 style things. They should limit the kill streaks. There shouldn't be 50 fucking kill streaks to choose from. Like, the game becomes more and more complicated over the years, and I was just asking myself why Call of Duty 4 was so successful. And I think it was because of its simplicity. There was no one-man army sheet. Where there was Blast Shield. No Blast Shield. There was Blast something. I don't even remember what it was.
Sonic Boom.
Yeah, Sonic Boom. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no kill streaks. Like, there was only 357, and
Well, 3 times frag was pretty annoying as well, but that's a minor flaw.
yeah, just remove the annoying things. Go back to the roots. Simplify the game, but change the gameplay. And that's the big thing in Call of Duty, because everybody's afraid, like, ooh, we're gonna change the gameplay. Nobody's gonna play the game anymore. No, if you change the gameplay and you'll like do like beta test for people, for actual people outside of your developing studio, then you might find a new great a new gameplay implementation that you want to implement into your game, or you might even get your gameplay like totally changed. It's just stupid that they're basically just raping the one little idea that they had in Call of Duty 4.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, give me more money.
if you don't innovate, it's going to go stale, and that's what it's doing already. So
Yeah, I mean, if you see, Black Ops I think Black Ops is it holds the record for the most copies sold of any entertainment provider, which is out of movies, games, and all music and stuff. But from there, it went downstairs. Like, for example, the DLCs for Black Ops weren't as popular as they were for Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3 was not as popular as Black Ops, because not because most people who are frustrated with Black Ops, not having too many changes, they pretty much just bought other games, like some RPGs which were more interesting, or Battlefield 3, which I just finished playing recently, just like a few hours ago before starting this podcast. So that's the thing about Call of Duty, in my opinion. They should simplify things and change the gameplay. They shouldn't think about adding things to already for that one formula. They should change the gameplay first and then add things to it.
Yeah, talking about Battlefield 3, the patch recently came out for the custom servers, and also the custom servers. When you try and search for a server,
Yeah.
Basically you're just stuck with all these custom 1000% ticket lobbies, and
I know.
it's so annoying. It's really hard to actually find a proper official server now.
Yeah.
And I really hope that they put like in the search options, they put like only custom, only official servers and tick box, things like that. That's the one thing that annoyed me. I was on it just recently, and yeah, that's one of the things that pissed me off. And I just went right off it.
Yeah, I know. It's really annoying when you're playing one single game with only 24 people in the lobby, which is like 50 minutes long. Like, really? Like, you pretty much most of the time you're running around sort of looking for people, or capturing flags, not really there's not really much action going on for that 50 minutes of the gameplay.
Yeah, and most people just like whore the jets and stuff anyway, and it's basically just a dogfight in the sky for the most part.
Yes, especially Conquest. Conquest, in my opinion, is the worst thing. They have like 1,000 tickets per each team. Like, what the fuck? What were you thinking? Like, okay, I know some people like, some people like that. Some people like, long, really long battles. But for example, take one team that sucks balls, and they're gonna take a beating for 1,000 tickets, which takes for a long time.
10-20 minutes. It's amazing.
Yeah, even with one team would be like MLG pros, another one would be like the people who are playing the games for first time. It would probably take about 25 minutes to finish. It's just give us an option if we want to play on the official servers, or we want to play on the custom user made servers. Oh, I think that's us finished, isn't it?
I think so.
I think I'm losing my voice.
I think I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, that's basically it. So I hope you enjoyed our little intro, as it was a tribute to one of the channels on YouTube, and I would really impressed if you could leave a comment down below saying what which channel we're trying to do, and so that's basically it for episode 4 of GameTime Podcast. You have anything to say?
Just thanks for listening, and stick around for next week, and I'm sure we have a lot to talk about, probably to do with Call of Duty.
As always. So this has been Kolosalus and Double Tuami signing out. Peace.